guys, it's Becky here at Aunt Beck's Creations, and I'm just going to wait a few minutes for folks to get in. I'm coming on later than my normal time. I forgot to share this, so if somebody that comes in can share it to groups and stuff, that'd be great. And I'm going to go over some things and we'll go from there. So I'm going to move this out the way and this out the way. Hi, Candy. I did this painting with, I think it was Kathy Berg, and it's on a file folder because she does this thing where she paints on file folders, and I thought it was a lot of fun, so I tagged along and I did this one, but I didn't put what did she put on hers? A moose? Can't remember. I think it was a moose. Hi, Mina. But I did a funny little bunny instead. I think it still looks pretty good. And I still have the back side here that I can paint another picture on. And then I think she puts hers all together or something. Hi, Kendra. But I wanted to share that. And then I was going to share my Christmas cards one last time as individual cards. I am going to create a book or an album or something to hold my December 2020 art and my cards all together. So it's got to be big enough to hold my family. And of course, some of this stuff I can cut down and some of it I can't, like the snowman I did with Beth and them. And I did these two with Mary with her new game that she's working up. This was the first week that she did that. I think she's calling it the ABCs prompt session. Hi, Holly. And then this was the second one, but I didn't follow the prompts after Mary had gone through and made them up. I was doing them as she was creating the list. I would just pick something as we went along. And so that's why mine looks this way. I got the lyrics for this whole song. It's the Que Sera, Sera song. My grandmother used to sing it to me all the time, but I'm sure everybody's heard it. But the lyrics to Que Sera is, when I was just a little girl, I asked my mother, what will I be? Will I be pretty? Will I be rich? Here's what she said to me. Que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be. The future's not ours to see. Que sera, que sera. What will be, will be. When I grew up and fell in love, I asked my sweetheart what lies ahead. Will we have rainbows day after day? Here's what my sweetheart said. And then it's the Que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be. The future's not ours to see. Que sera, sera. What will be, will be. Now I have children of my own. They ask their mother, what will I be? Will I be handsome? Will I be rich? I tell them tenderly, Que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be. The future's not ours to see. Que sera, que sera. What will be, will be. Que sera, sera. So, and then I put on here, let's hope 2021 is fabulous. And then the reason mine's got to be so big is this needs to be the cover. And this is a 12 by 12 sheet of paper. So I'm going to make a book, and this will be the front, and then I'll do something back of it. Probably another sheet of the same green. I think I'm going to turn it this way and iron it, because this mandala I did is just not wanting to lay flat here. So I've got the art that I did. I didn't do a whole great amount of art this December. I'm not sure why. I just didn't do a whole lot. So that's why I figure I'll just include it in my book. So I'll have those, and then I'll have my cards. I thought I'd just go through the cards that I received one more time before I retire them. And then if somebody I missed saying thank you when the cards came in, you'll get your thank you right now. So let's see. I saw Candy and Mina and Holly, and there's Kendra and Susan Gerald. Welcome, ladies. So I'm going to start with these cards. I'm going to try not to share any addresses or names and stuff. Okay, the first part of this pile is from my family members. So this is from my sister-in-law. She is married to Scott's sister, Steve. Jane made this card, and I thought it was really pretty. She's got lots of dimension on there. She's also a card maker. So that was from Jane. This one was from my cousin Penny. She's a year older than me. It's really pretty. And then she just signed it in the inside. And this one is from Scott's sister and her husband, Tom. So this is from Adele and Tom. And I thought it was really pretty. And that's another reason to make a big one, because some of my cards are really wide. All right. And then this one is from my Uncle George. And I love the horses. And this one I love from my sister Rhonda and her husband Kevin. Because look at all, there's 3 doggies, 1, 2, 3. And then there's 3 kitties, 1, 2. Oh, I know there's another kitty. Oh, on top of the packages, there's a kitty too. But I thought that was a beautiful card. And then that's the end of the family members there. So I'll put them all back in a pile over here. And then I'm going to start with the cards and stuff that came in from you guys. So I had a swap, and Janet Nash sent me an ornament, even though we weren't partners. Now, my ornament that I did receive, I'm not sure I have it here, from Charity. I think I put it in with my Christmas decorations. But Janet Nash made me this beautiful purple heart and this lovely tag. So what I'll do is I'll make a pocket for these 2 to sit in. So that was from Janet Nash. And, oh, this one can go with the family. This is from Edward Jones. This is from our investment people. And then this was a thank you card from Scott's old boss. And I thought I'd keep it. And he had given us a $25 gift card in return for Scott giving him a table saw. All right. What? This is my merry face. And this is from a coworker of Scott's. So she signed it Sarah, Sean, Noodles, and Moo. Those Noodles and Moo are her animals. So that can go over with the family and friends pile. Oh, this is from my quilting friend, Diane in Maine, and her husband, Paul. And they included a picture of them in their mask. And it says, "Oh dear, what a year. It's the best time of year to wish you good health, peace, and a better year ahead." So I'm going to trim that. And I will probably tape their picture up in here. And I have actually met Diane once. They were traveling through, and we met up at a restaurant, and then we had a lovely dinner together several years back. So that's a quilting friend. This is from Terry and her husband, Dale, Cleveland. And I thought it was a beautiful card. Lots of shimmer. And then this one is from Cindy Utter. And I love the snow effect on that. And I love the old station wagon. It's very pretty. So thank you, Cindy. Oh, sending me messages? Okay. This is from Kenneth and Dawn Andreas. And they recently moved up to West Virginia. So this fits right in the area they're in now. Let's see here. I'll put out a few, and then I'll pick them up, and we'll get some others out. And now this one is from Teddy and Kendra and all of their critters. And I thought it was a very pretty card. Very pretty. And then this one is from Donna Gonzalez and her critters. Look at the bling on that one. Goodness. So let me pick up these. I'll set them over on the pile. Now this one's from Janet. I remember this one. This is from our Janet Bum. Hi, Linda. Thank you, Janet. And here's another really long card. And this one is from Mina. And she included a cute little ATC in the top that I don't know if I'll leave it there or if I'll put it near the card. I might just leave it there because it's nice and taped in place. That one is really cool looking with all the critters. Now this is from Peg and Ron. And that's Peg Robinson, of course, you guys. And that's her art there. And then there's a snowman here. And, I picked up two. This one is from, I wish I could remember everybody's names before I look, but there's so many here. This is from Lucia. So that's pretty. It's just a really simple card, but very beautiful. And this one is from Ricky and Teresa Church. That die cut is really cool looking. I don't know that I've ever seen it before. This says Home for the Holidays, and this is from Jeff and Kathy Whitney. And then this one is from Cheryl and Pierre. Love the texture on that one. So again, I'll clear these away. I haven't really decided how I'm going to do this book, but I think I need some 12 by 12 black cardstock to do it. This one I remember because Beth was making these on her channel. So this one's from Beth and Joe. And this is from Deborah Adams because I remember the kitty, and she painted a kitty for everybody. I can't believe you painted all those cats. They're beautiful. And this one's from Danny Coleman. She did a little stamped kitty holding a tree. And this one is from Mary because I remember making it. And then she also sent me the Woodland Santa. And what I might do with him is I might not put him in my book. I might frame him and put him in with my collection of Santas. I think I'm going to set them up in my dish cabinet since I got rid of all the fancy dishes because we've never used them in 30 years. This one's from Anne. And she did this with me as a Dirty Dozen, the background there. So that was pretty. Now we're getting to ones I have not shared before, I think. This one is from Charity Olson, and she was my partner for the ornament swap. And her ornament is, like I said, in with my ornament box. So I don't have that one out right yet. All right, so I'll pick these up. So I've got quite a few cards to find homes, and I'm not done yet in a book. So I'll count out the cards. This one I meant to put up. This is from my cousin Michelle and my Uncle Ray. I'm trying to keep all of the envelopes so I can include the addresses in my book so that I'll always remember the addresses, and I can ask for on the next year if addresses changed or anything. So this just says from Uncle Ray, Michelle, Cindy, and all the gang, because cousin Cindy, I think, has 7 kids. And Michelle has several children of her own, too. Or her children are all grown. Cindy's are all little. This one is from Holly. That is pretty. I don't know what this is on the background, but it shines. Can y'all see the glistening on the flowers in the back? That must be some kind of embossing powder. And now this one came in an envelope, and she included a piece of pretty tea-dyed, it looks like tea-dyed lace. This is from Journey. And she put a stick on there. It says, Merry Christmas. And she wrote me a note on the back. And I just love how she stitches around the edge. I'm afraid to use my sewing machines on paper. I don't. Hi, Teresa. And then this one is from Vicki Brown and her husband. And Vicki does the most amazing doodling. I keep telling her she needs to be a fabric designer because some of the stuff that she pops up on Facebook, I would buy the fabric if it was printed like that. So that is all the cards that I have received thus far. My friend Irene from the UK, she said she sent me a card and she handmade it and everything, and it has not arrived yet. Oh, it's Wink of Stella. Okay. And then Janet's putting in a reminder that Mary's New Year Streamathon is starting tomorrow morning at 6:30 a.m. And it's going through all through New Year's too, isn't it? She got a lot of people to sign up to do that. Yes, Teresa, I showed yours earlier. See, I showed all of these. So you'll have to scroll back. So see, these are all my cards. And I shared them all. And yours is in there. And then the other thing, I did another swap with Beverly Hills Group, and I can't remember Beverly Hills Group on Facebook. Why can't I remember it? I don't know. I'm trying not to sign into any more groups, and it's nothing against anybody. I just cannot keep everybody straight. But I signed up. I can't remember what these are called, but I signed up to do a swap, and we each got assigned a partner, and Beverly got my name to send to me, but I sent to somebody else. So Beverly Hills sent me this beautiful little binder-like thing. If I can remember what it's called, I'll put it in the description box below. I might have to go back to Beverly's group and look up the swap and try to remember what this is called. But this is a tag in here in the front. And it looks like she recycled an envelope because this has got a window in it. And then the back is just paper. And then you open it up. And then she put me notes in here. It says put a Christmas picture here and put a Christmas picture here. See, these come out. So then you would cut your picture to fit in that area and then just tuck it in like that. I don't know that I took any pictures over Christmas. It was a very low key very low-key Christmas. Oh, awesome. I'm glad it arrived. I hadn't heard from anybody else receiving the journals, but I am also being more patient because I know the postal people are doing all they can to get stuff to us. It's okay, Teresa. You can't be here all the time. So anyway, it doesn't stop here. These fold out. And then she put me a recipe card here. And then these has got, I think, no, I guess they don't come out. I thought they would pull out. Maybe they do. That one does. That one does too. Little tags. And what was bad is mine ended up being an animal theme, and I didn't put as many things in mine. So I hope whoever received mine enjoyed it. I never heard if it was received or anything. So hopefully it was received okay. And then this is just a card. I could write some notes on the back. And then this is just, look, she stamped Merry Christmas on it, but it's like individual sheets. Isn't that a neat idea? That's neat. And then another recipe card over here. And that is it. This has come loose a little bit. It's washi tape. I'll put some glue on it later. But they were so easy to make and fun. And oh, if I remember right, these pull out. There we go. Yeah, that one's open, so I can put a picture in there too. So they were, like I said, a lot of fun to make. It's 2 envelopes, 2 cards. That's how you make these. And this pulls out here too. Easy peasy. Really cute little thing to send to somebody. If somebody was going to a baby shower, I would make 2 of these up so that they could send newborn baby pictures to the grandparents. I think that would be a neat baby shower gift. And then let me think. I'm not sure where everything is. Let's see. Greg got me the How to Draw Faces because he said it was on my Amazon wish list. So he got me this. This is from my son. And then he also got me this canning book. And it's got some recipes in it I've never seen before. So I'm thrilled about these 2 books. And he also got me a charger to go with the gift Scott gave me. And Scott gave me a cordless glue gun. It's not a drill, it's a glue gun. See this glue stick? And I'm going to go ahead and turn it on. We'll do a project with it in a minute. But it came with 2 batteries, and then Greg got me the charger for it. And I'm going to see how it works tonight. I started this a while ago for my sister-in-law. And it's just a box, and I've taken the hinges off and the little mechanism. I'm not going to try to put them back on tonight. I'm going to need Scott's help to put those back on. I can see where the holes are for the hinge, but I painted this and then covered it with a napkin that has all these corkscrews on it. So I can't really tell where the holes are. I think they're somewhere along in this section. But we'll figure that out together, he and I. But what I thought I might do is I might add the trim. I got trim to go on the box. And I thought we'd try this glue gun out and see how it works. But I'm thinking to just put some trim about a 1/2 inch down from the edge. I just don't want to interrupt how this opens, you know. I had thought about putting it on the lid, but I'm afraid it would bother to open it. I think I actually like it better on the lid. Let's just put it on the lid and Adele can work it out. Because what I was thinking is, I think there's enough room. I can glue the lace, this stuff on, and then I wanted to glue this just above the beads, and then at the very top put this braid. So I'm going to get them all separate, maybe. So that's the braid, and that's the rope kind of stuff there, and then the blingy stuff. And I want to start it at the center back, you know, because it'd be away from people, where people would see. And see, I think that'll work. It might aggravate Scott and I when we're trying to put the hinges on, but we're going to go with it. Now, this box, I have used Rub and Buff to get the coppery color. See the shiny coppery color? That's Rub and Buff. And a lot of people don't know, when you use Rub and Buff, you rub it on and then you walk away and you wait a while. And then you come back with a clean cloth and you buff it. That's how you get it to get really, really shiny. That's why it's called Rub and Buff. All right, after I did the Rub and Buff, I came in with the Daddy Vans. It's a furniture polishing wax, but this one's got beeswax and lavender, so it smells so pretty. Uh-oh, we're starting to, yeah, it's ready to go. It gets hot fast. Let's see if I can get this tape off here. They put the tape on to keep the trim from raveling. All right. Oh, there's Cheryl. Hi, Cheryl. Oh, and which Barb is here? Is it Barb Fillion? Hi, Lizzie. I've been enjoying putting Lizzie on while I'm doing stuff and then pop a peek at what she's doing on the crazy quilts. That's been fun. Oh, it does. The Daddy Vans with the lavender in it is wonderful. All right. Let's see how this glue gun works. Scott's been about to die for me to use it. He said he thought he was more excited than I was about the glue gun. I'm just thrilled that it's cordless, so you don't have that cord flopping around while you're trying to do. Now, my only concern is whether this is going to stick to the wax. That was one thing I wasn't sure about. I'm going to let that set for just a second, get a set. I've got a little bit of a sore throat. Mary, you're not. I just had to clear away the smoke from all the fires, you know. I'm just teasing. I thought it was cute. You cut that apart and made it into a separate video. I said, Scott, you've got to see this. He said, oh my God. So I sent a message to Janet and our little group that Janet helps keep us all straight, that I was going to be late tonight because we made a trip to one of our grocery stores. It's closing. Both of the Bilos are closing, and they're going to close for a period of time and then reopen as Food Lion, which I'm not really thrilled about. My experience has been that they're not very nice stores to shop in, Food Lions, but we'll wait and we'll see. Scott is in the house. Is he being sneaky? He was in there yawning a minute ago, making it sound like he wasn't about. Hey, Scott. He's talking about taking a nap. Let's see how this glue gun goes. Usually, if I try to do a big old long section, it gets cold before I can. Now, if I remember right from what Scott said, this will take all temperature glue sticks, and it uses the big glue sticks, not the little guys. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not even in the. This smells good getting heated up too. The lavender. Maybe I'll do just part way because that just. Ooh, it gets really hot. I got smoke coming up here, babe. I'll keep that in mind that I do not want to stick my hand directly on it if it's that hot. It might be that it's just heating the wax up. Oh, no, 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 no. But yeah, he was telling me about this, and I said, oh, that would be so cool to have a glue gun that didn't have a big old long cord. I got way too much glue there. You know how the glue gun cords, they flop all over the place. And sorry, guys, I had to bring it a little closer. What I might do is lift you guys up some while I'm doing this here. Let me see if I can get you guys lifted up in the air. Sorry for my hand being in the way. There we go. That's a little better so you can see what I'm doing for now. But I thought I would finish this up and mail it to my sister-in-law for letting us use the cottage for so long. And then, you know, she gave us a really nice bath mat too for Christmas. And she likes wine. But this is just one of those boxes that you buy like at Michael's or Hobby Lobby in the wood section. Scott still hasn't heard exactly when he's going to start this new job, but it'll probably be after next week. Oops. All right. I think I'm going to snip this just after this one. I got glue stuck on my finger. But the grocery stores, the one we went to tonight, everything was 30, 40, or 50% off. So we got some things. The store was about half empty. It was really sad to see. And now the store that's closer to us that I was just running to the other day, that one's closing too, and it's going to reopen as a Food Lion as well. So next week and the week after, it'll start doing the same 30, 40, 50% off, so they can get, you know, all the goods out of the store before.
Yuck, Food Lion.
Scott's not pleased with Food Lion. Don't even start, Tippy.
I'm gonna put you back out. Jump over there. You better stick with me. Come on.
Go with Dad. He says, I want her. He's being so sassy. Sassy cat today.
I know you're looking smug. Come on.
All right, now I'm going to start this a little bit back from there. And that's got a little bit of tape still on it. And I'm going to leave it until I can get back around. I wish it wouldn't put out such a big bubble right at the beginning. Ow, ow, ow. It's very hot. Becky, is the box covered with paper? It's got, first I printed it, and then what you see on the outside is a napkin with corkscrews on it, because my sister-in-law loves red wine. She has some every day. I guess it's supposed to be good for you, red wine. I just don't like red wine. I don't care for wines too much at all. Now, champagne, I will drink a glass of champagne with you. But as far as regular wines or beer, no. This braid, where it's been rolling around in this box for a while, it's gotten a little furry in some places, but it's still pretty. Yep, it's a napkin that I tore apart into smaller pieces, and then just put down with Mod Podge. I will get my heat gun after the bits that are floating about. This part's going to be hard because I'm not going to set anything on fire. I'm not going to set anything on fire. So far, all I've done is burn my fingers. So, what else is going on with you guys? I've been watching a lot of the sewing channels, and I was watching Behind the Pink Door earlier today. She was live, and I won a $10 gift certificate to her fabric shop. So I'm going to order some fabric from her. I just got to wait for the code to arrive in my email. So see, that'll be like that. And then I'll put the black braid up at the top. So you won't see the satin bits that's holding the baubles. Hi, Deborah Brown. I think it was Deborah Brown I saw over at Vicky's. I was watching Vicky paint for a while yesterday. She makes it look so easy. Vicky does. But we're trying out my cordless Ryobi cordless glue gun tonight. It's kind of on the heavy side for me. I like it. I like the concept of it. But it is a little heavy because of the battery. So that's a downside for it. It works pretty good. The glue is really hot. Oh gosh. I'm making a mess. Let's get this thing. Dollar Tree tool. Maybe I'll use this instead of my fingers. Silicone thing. You know, Tippy's been just wanting to be with me really bad today. I don't know. Whew. Oh, I'm glad she was able to go home though, Cheryl. Now take a deep breath and try to relax. I know it's not easy when our kids are sick, that's for sure. I think the next couple of weeks are going to be rough on a lot of us, that's for sure. But hopefully we will all remain healthy. That's the only thing that concerns me about Scott going back to work right now is the number of people that don't follow the guidelines. Sorry about the noises from the peanut gallery. If you're hearing all that. I think he forgets the hallway acts like a big speakerphone. All right, I got to get some of this glue off my fingers. So I've been watching a lot of people talking about their top videos that they had in 2020. And I don't know, is that your top videos just for last year of the videos that you put up? Or are they the top 20 in 2020, but they're the videos that just keep making appearances. Like my how to cut and paste on a laptop is my top video for a lifetime and for 2020. And then followed by how to install shutters on a brick house, which has neither one has anything to do with the majority of my videos. So that now I'm like, what kind of videos do you guys really want to see from us? Because I mean, if I need to branch off and do something different, I can. And my throat's getting sore by the minute, you guys. Let me get fabric scissors to do a couple snips here. And then I will put them right back over by the sewing machine. I just want to cut this bit off. It's got tape on it. And I'm going to clip this. I think my cooking videos and my sewing videos do better than my crafting videos. It's hot, hot, hot.
Is that hot?
It's hot, man. I'm making a real mess with it, is what I'm doing.
It's a mess. Da-da.
That looks kind of sloppy. Don't really like it. Is Fran here? Hi, Fran. All right, so we've done the rope trim. We've done the beaded trim. So that's what it'll look like so far. Well, I added little feet too, which are nothing but plugs for like if you make holes in a chair leg, those are the plugs you put in. And that's how I made the legs for it. All right, let's see if we can do this trim now. Let's see here. This I want to make sure I get right side up. I'll look at chat here in just a sec, guys. When this glue gun, you can't take your attention off from it. It gets pretty hot. Ow, I found the glue. I finally pressed hard enough to get enough on me. Ouch. I'm going to have blisters. Mister. I thought he was going to take a nap, but he's not. He's sitting here beside me at the desk with the earphones on. So I watched the series because Greg has Netflix. We canceled our Netflix, but Greg has it on his TV he has here. So we've been sneaking and watching his TV while he's at work. And, ouch. Yep, it's a napkin with corkscrews on it. But we've been watching I watched all of the Bridgertons. And I thought it was a pretty good program. I like any of that historical kind of based stuff anyway. And I like dramas over horror movies any day. Yeah, we're going to have to do something about getting rid of the glue residue. Like I said, I'm not going to try to put the hinges back on until I have daylight because they're very tiny. Oh, come on, flip, you little booger. So I need to make a note to myself to get some 12 by 12 black paper so that I can do my Christmas card book up. Since I want to put that mandala on the front, and it's a 12 by 12 sheet of cardstock on its own. So let's see here. Now we could do a box together sometime, but we'd have to do it in segments because it's a lot of work to decorate a box. You paint it, and then you put the napkin on it, and then you seal that, and then you do all this other stuff. I'd have to break it up. I'd be on all day sometime. That's what people don't understand is you put a lot of time in stuff. Oh, I'm glad I have this little dollar silicone thing to push this down into the glue. That looks better. The only thing I don't like is right there where it globs. But you know what? It's on the back of the box, and I'm probably the only one that'll notice it. I'm going to turn this off. It does have an on and off switch. So that was the Ryobi glue gun, not sponsored, just a Christmas gift from my sweet husband. So these need to go back by the sewing machine in a second. And then tomorrow when we have daylight, I will put this back together. So that there's the holes for the hinge. And then I don't know, I might get some goodies or something and stick them in there for her before I mail it down to Atlanta. Oh, you're welcome, Linda. Thank you, Janet. So I think that looks okay. What do you guys think? Ooh, sure is having some problems, isn't it? It's probably the rub and buff. Oh, I've done a tea box. Let me show you the tea box. It's just a card box. Hang on, I'll be right back. It's just in the hallway. In fact, I think this was the first box I ever did, and that's why I've kept it. So I'm going to finish this tomorrow and send it to my Scott's sister. But this box here, green tea came in this box. And it's got a flap. Oh, I can show you what's in here. But I did the box. I didn't do the things on the inside. This is this little bureau here was made by Heather, And her channel used to be Ideas to Come, but she made me this little dresser, okay? And it's made out of match boxes. And I keep it in there because I don't want it to get damaged. It's got some glue things too, but these open. I think I have to push them. And that one had a bead inside it. She had these filled with stuff. But isn't that cute? It's a little drawers that she made out of a match boxes that she stacked up and then put a frame around and turned it into a little dresser. And they all open. Isn't that cute? But she sent that to me one year. And then Sonia Steptoe made me this little hat here. Look, she even lined it. It's got fabric lining. Isn't that pretty? If you don't watch Sonia, you need to, because she does the most amazing needlework type stuff. That's Sonia Steptoe, S-T-E-P-O, Sonia Steptoe. And then, let's see, this is stick pins. And I think Sonia sent these to me too. This looks like something Sonia would do. And it's got the poem, A Secret Garden, inside it. And then she made me stick pins. Aren't they pretty? But the desk I have in the hallway is full of stuff from you guys. Plus, I have this corner shelf in here that's stuff, larger projects that people have sent me. One day I'll do a video on all the stuff I have kept that is just special little treasures. Now, if Sonia can do this with her arthritic hands, I can do it. There we go. But those were a gift from her one time for some kind of contest that she did. Back to my box. It's made out of a tea box that the green tea came in. I lined it with that velvet paper and everything, and I painted on the inside of the box. That's why it looks white. I guess I should have painted it dark green, but like I said, this is the first box I ever did. So let's put Heather's little dresser back in here. And then Sonia's little items. This keeps them clean. And then that just closes in there. And I added the trim on the edge and on the bottom. And then these are just little wooden knob handle like things that I've glued on there for legs and painted the bottom. So this was a fun box to do. So yeah, you can use any box that you have. You can turn it into something pretty to hold stuff. You don't have to buy a wooden box like this other one that I have here. I bought this box, but you don't have to. I mean, you can use anything that you have that you can decorate. I'm gonna put this back where it goes. The whistling may begin again. Or not. At least you got the baby to go to bed. And then, let's see, what can we talk about next? Greg also, from my wish list, he got me these kitty cat rubber stamps. And I was thinking about stamping them out just to see what they look like. Let's use something that I can clean up real quick. I'm going to use this pink one. I know cats aren't supposed to be pink, but get this and this handy. Hi, Tanya. Just going to stamp out these kitty cats that Greg got me for Christmas. I think he just went into my Amazon wish list. There's the SKU. It's actually says Halloween, something Halloween clear stamps. I'll see if I can find the link to them. And then we need, I guess I'll use this thing here. But I saw these on Amazon and I said, those are so cute. I'm going to put them on my wish list. That's the first thing Greg and Scott say. Do you have a wish list? Well, I would if this was on like a regular craft table, but this paper's staying here for tonight and then it comes up and then goes back down next week if I remember to use it that way. Because this is my cutting table where I'll be cutting quilt squares and stuff. Boy, this one's not wanting to come loose from the plastic. So let's see what these kitty cats. You have a wish list, but you don't know how to find it. It should be under on Amazon. It should say toward the top. It'll say wish list. And you can find your friends' wish lists if they have them. I don't know how old this pad is or anything, so we're just going to see how good it'll stamp out. Aw, he's cute. And I'll just take this across the scrubber. And good enough. You like the Fisker stamp thing? I like these Fisker things too because you can line everything up before you stamp it. The only thing is these things right here, they, they get old and start breaking down because it's just like a Nerf weaponry thing. And it's got a grid so you can line it up, make sure it's straight and all that. Yeah, this is made by Fiskars. And this doesn't have to be a perfect stamp. I think it's just called a Fisker stamp press. I could be wrong. I'm going to do large to small stamps. See if I can get them all on one piece. And then I'll show you guys the stamped images. Aren't these cute? I knew I'd like them when I saw them on the Amazon page. Don't you hate when you get new stamps and you can't get them loose? Oh no, it's a child's toy, Fran. It's Nerf guns and Nerf arrows. It's a toy. Yeah. This is the same stuff that the Nerf bullets are made out of. I don't have any of that because my son's all grown. So
I'm never going to grow up.
you're never going to grow up? You're going to insist on staying little?
Yeah.
Scott says he's never going to grow up. It's a little late.
Sweat my hair grows in.
Your hair grows. Oh my God. He's going to be waiting a long time if he thinks it's going to grow back. Of course, there's those commercials that say, "Men, don't you want your hair back? Join the Hair of the Month Club."
What an incredible waste of time and money, all in the name of vanity.
Scott, Holly says Scott's a Toys R Us kid. At least he knows the tune. I like this thing because it's good for layering if you got to layer stuff. I just wanted to stamp these out. I might put this in my Christmas journal all together.
Ooh,
and write on here that's from Greg 2020. What is this little thing right here? I can't even tell what it is. Oh, it's a stuffed mouse for the cats. Let's see. Maybe the little mouse will fit up in the corner. These will make really cute cards. Let's see. Will that mouse fit up there? No. Let's put him right there. Oh, it's cute. It's even stinking cute. Because Scott says there's no greater level than stinking cute.
That's the highest level of cuteness you can attain. It's stinking cute.
Deborah Brown says she has a Nerf gun for shooting at the TV whenever something stupid comes on.
Poor TV. It must get shot frequently.
Reminds me of that movie Office Space where they destroyed that copy machine, fax machine, or whatever it was. Oh, sitting there next to the chimney waiting for Santa in that one. Let's see. Who's next? Let's see. Let's do this one. Half the fight's getting them off the plastic. Did I already do this? Oh, there's a little version of the same kitty. So maybe one's a mom cat, and then you could do kittens. Let's see here. Oh, he's not going to fit that way. Oh, it's a little different. Not a whole lot, but a little bit. Oh, putting him on there upside down is why it didn't look like it matched. Let's do this one sleeping. Susan says, back before I had a million stamps, I'd stamp them on a card and slide next to the stamp. You can see them better. I even had them stamped by category in a binder so I could flip paper instead of. Yeah, I got rid of so many stamps, but, you know, cat stamps I can't resist. Oh, he's sleeping. That one looks like Sally. See, this one has the images on the plastic, but I want to see how they stamp out. Plus, this will give me a register I can put in my Christmas journal. To record that Greg gave these to me. this year. Oh, that one's cute. It's got little mice and paw prints on it too. Here's another little square. When we moved back down here, I got rid of a bunch of stamps that I knew I'd never use. See, I've got large and small of the same stamp within this set. That's something good to know and watch for. Let's do this one that's strutting her stuff. If I can get her loose from the plastic. This would be Callie. Well, if you guys ever had to move it, you would understand why I got rid of a bunch of stuff. Because we're getting older and moving that much stuff is not something we ever want to have to do again. At least not ourselves. If we ever move again, somebody's going to be hired, because I'm 56, he's 61, and it was just a little bit much on us. I think we're still recovering from the move back, to be honest, you guys. It really took a lot out of us. Really did. And I'm just glad to be getting settled here. I'm not keeping it straight. I'm kind of just trying to line the kitties up with whatever available space I have left. That one's got quite the little uppity face on her. I'm hoping I can get this one to fit right in there. I was going to make mine into binders and stuff like that, all of my stamps. And then I was just like, oh, do I really want to? I've been, all this week, I've spent organizing my beads. So now all my seed beads are in containers and all my regular beads are in containers by color, not size, but by color. That was quite the undertaking. Okay, now I've got just these two little hissy fit cats here. I wonder if I could stamp these both. Maybe not. They're tiny, but I don't think I have a space where they'll both fit. So this little guy will go right here. This one's smaller even. All right, so that's the stamp set that Greg gave me. So I can put that with the Christmas cards from you guys, and I'll have those ready to go into whatever I decide to create with all of my cards and everything. I'm kind of putting off putting it together because I do have cards. People said cards are on their way to me, and I'd hate to build it and then put all the cards up and then not have room for something, that's still coming in. So I'll probably wait till mid-month, like mid-January. So everything would get here by then. And then I'll make my book up and use the things like this. So here's all of those kitties in that stamp set. Aren't they cute? Love the one that's waiting for Santa by the chimney. That's so cute. So let's write on here. Stamp set from Greg. Christmas. Let's see. Here we go. And so that's on there. So I can see it for the future. Aren't the eyes cool? Oh dear, Cheryl. Makes me not want to move. So let's see, what else have I finished? I made more mug rugs. Let me go wash my hands to get the ink off real quick, and then I'll show you guys the mug rugs I made. Get my hands dried off. But I did make more mug rugs. I just thought I'd share them real quick. I need to put that back. Clean as you go, then you don't have a mess later. So I finished a few more. I think I have 2 more that are ready to be layered. But these are mug rugs, and what you do is they're big enough to where you can put your mug here, and then you still have room to set your cookies. This area is for your cookies. So I'll just show you these here. And these I'm not giving away tonight, but they might show up in Happy Mail. So I really like this purple and green one a lot. And these were made with leftover squares from other projects that I've done. This one's getting mailed to somebody I know that likes red. And then the rest of them will just show up in Happy Mail. Aren't they pretty? A lot of people said they like this colorway with the turquoisey greens and the violets. I like the earthy tones myself. Purple and green. This one here, Holly, you said that one's your favorite. That one already has a home. But there's other red. Well, I can make some more red ones in the future. Janet says yes to the earthy tones. Scott said this was his favorite too because I put the flowers there like that. Fran, are you in Phibbsville? Is your address in Phibbsville? Just curious. Huh? No, baby. Oh, I spoke about you. I am giving away something tonight for because I found I have 2 of them. So if you have a some way to die cut or do embossing folders, be ready. I'm going to give that away tonight. I have 1 extra of those. I know, Susan, I hear you. But I have 2 of these, and I thought I could give these away tonight for anybody that would be interested. It's the Music Notes Tim Holtz embossing folder. So I guess what we'll do is we'll do the number generator. Let me get that set up on my phone. And numbers 1 through 100, no duplicates matter because I'll take the first number I see. Yeah, I'm on live chat. And anytime Janet would like to start it, or let me see if I can get out of here. Random number generator, please. It's already on 1 to 100. And we'll lower the light a little bit so you guys can see it. Oh, don't tell me I've got to turn the battery saver on. All right, we need to make it quick. Go, 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 Janet says. So if you're interested, don't worry about duplicates. It'll be the first number closest without going over. And as soon as we finish this, I'll stick this phone on its generator, on its charger. See if I can get it to do right. There we go. So has everybody got a number in 1 through 100? All right, I'm going to do the generate. 41 without going over. I see Candy has 39. So I think it's Candy, you guys. Sound about right, Candy? So let's see. I have Post-its here somewhere. I can put Candy's name on here. Anytime, if I'm giving away something, that's something I should have mentioned. Anytime I'm giving away something and you might not have something that it goes with, you can still play and then gift it to somebody. That's always a given in here. I'll try to remember to say it next time. You know, like if I give away something and you're not interested in it, but you wouldn't mind playing and then gifting it to someone, that's always cool. I just would like it to find a home that it's going to get used, you know. It makes a really pretty piece of paper. This one does. I'm going to plug this in right here. You guys, I set this up for my phone charger right over here on top of this file cabinet I have. And then yesterday or the day before, I spent 30 minutes tearing around this house, looking in drawers, trying to figure out where on earth I had put that charger cable. I know I have a charger cable. You know, you get hung up with it in your head and you spend all this time looking for it. And it's not anywhere to be found because you put it somewhere safe. Hi, Ruth. How are you? I know, babe. I was going to divide it into 2 or 3. He wants me to do this as a giveaway too. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to share it with you guys. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to make 3 piles as I pull them out. And we'll have 3 separate giveaways. And this is because of Scott that you guys are getting this opportunity. Because I was going to make y'all wait until I took the time to separate everything. So I'm going to create, this is vintage ephemera. I guess you could call it vintage ephemera. It's old stuff that we found at Uncle Jesse's house that Scott tried to sell on eBay, but they didn't sell. So we're going to do this. So this is an old Nation's Capital in full color. This is the 60s. Did you ever find a date on this thing? Historic Pennsylvania Avenue.
They did most of their traveling in the 60s and 70s.
60s and 70s. And it's got all of the monuments and special places.
They probably did all that when they went to the World's Fair in 1964.
Yeah, they went to the World's Fair in 1964. In fact, is there World's Fair stuff in here?
There's some World's Fair stuff.
So there might be some 1964 World's Fair stuff. That's the year I was born. So cool. And then there's going to be weird stuff in some piles, like this is off a insulated blanket Aunt Marietta had bought.
Probably from Myers Arnold.
Does it say mom?
Nah.
It was 100% cotton. Then there's this envelope here. It's important. Please read and keep in a safe place. Do you need this?
Nah.
It's information on a skill saw.
No tool that I have.
Oh.
I like the illustrations on it.
Yeah, I know. They're cool. But all of this will be in one pile from an old skill saw. You might have a spouse that would think these are cool too. Look,
I love those old illustrations.
that's 1950s illustration, I think.
Yeah.
So anyway, this will be a fun little giveaway. We'll have three packets to go out. I'll need 3 envelopes, babe. Somewhere in one of these cabinets, we have a box.
My wife knows where it is.
In that front cabinet there. Front. Here's the Eastern United States from the SO.
Now that is 1960s or earlier because SO changed in the early 70s
I'm going to open this up.
during the Nixon administration.
Okay. It's Florida, Georgia, South Carolina. We are right here by Columbia, right in the middle of the state now. And where we were living when we were at the cottage is right up here, Greenville. So that's how far we moved.
My sister lives in Atlanta.
Sister lives in Atlanta. His brother Steve lives out in this western. He used to live in Murfreesboro, but they moved over this way somewhere.
Yeah.
And then if we flip the map over,
Dun, 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 dun.
yep, there's Maine. So let's see. Where I grew up, it's all the way up here. There's Scranton. There's Binghamton. And this little place called Greene right there. And there's New York City. So I lived that far from New York City for the first 18 years of my life. And I never went to New York City, ever. So
And then when I was
when he was in the
Navy,
Maine, there's Bangor.
Banger. There's Bath.
Bath.
There it is.
Right there, Bath.
My ship was in overhaul in Bath.
So there we go. So we'll put that in the first pile.
This is pretty old because it has the little happy motoring guy
Yeah.
on there instead of the Exxon Tiger for Tiger Eating tank.
All right. I hadn't got that far yet. So then we'll have a map of Washington, D.C. in this pile. And then whatever this is, it's Travel 301 highway map. Most popular north-south route.
Oh, that was the big north-south route before 95 opened up.
Oh, okay.
That is old.
I was thinking maybe they'd have some. Y'all, we might go down a rabbit hole to no end here looking through all this stuff. That's why I was going to do it and not go through it, but this will be fun.
That was the snowbird route.
The snowbird route. Okay, we got comments took in here. I took my very first picture there with a Brownie camera.
Oh, I love those little cameras.
Where did you take a picture? In New York City? Yep. 1964, New York City. Cool. That's the year I was born. Kathy here. Hi, Kathy. You're okay. All right, here, let's see. We left off with this pile. So this will go in the first pile. World famous Silver Springs. Underwater Fairyland. And Scott just wants these to find a nice home. And Aunt Marietta and Uncle Jesse, they drove all around the United States in the 60s and 70s. So whoever wins one of these packs will be getting a kind of a little step back in time. This is Tennessee and Kentucky. What, Scott? Yeah. All right, here we go. Oh, look, here's an old ad for Parker pens. And it's got the Saturday Evening Post, 1952. And look, they're up a pole with a radio. And they're listening to the World Series opener, 1952. This is a little torn and stuff, but hey, I'm giving this stuff away. So we're not going to worry about things being torn and stuff. Look at these. Now I can put one of these in each pack. So let me grab something else to put in this one here. Here's the sleeper you've always wanted. It snaps in the front or snaps in the back or slips over the head. It's the sleeper you've always wanted. So we'll put that in there. Now, there's 3 of these, and on it, it says, thank you, Mr. and Mrs. Couch. Your cottage is number 6. You paid $8 for the nights of 6/8/1953. This one says, thank you, Mr. and Mrs. Couch. Your cottage is number 6. You paid $8 for 6/10/1953. And this is from June 11th. So they got like a little receipt for each night. And they paid $8 for their room, y'all. $8. All right.
I think you get a good hamburger for that.
This is a cute little thing. Eyeglass cleaners that come in like a matchbook. See, it's little tissue paper to clean your eyeglasses. Isn't that a neat thing? And then let's see. Here's a Miami restaurant motel. Stop early. 2 large playgrounds. And then they've got all the different area codes, I guess, or whatever this is on the back. I don't know. I'm just grabbing things. This is the blue book of telephone numbers. I don't think there's anything in it, but won't this make a cute little journal, you guys, whoever gets this one? All right, here's an ad for, I think, a perfume or an aftershave. And here's something for some dishes.
Oh.
Increase your plants in your home and garden with Root Tone, the plant hormone. My grandmother used that.
Oh, I love that.
Intoxication, the perfume. Let's start. We'll put this one in and I'll work back that way. So somebody gets a perfume ad in each one. Dorothy Perkins, 1/2 price off your hand and body lotion special. And this is the Guest Studio and Frame Shop. Get your portraits done. These could be fun in a thing. Look at this one, you guys. Why you should be wearing Double Play by Warner's. It's a bra and girdle ad. Double Play. All right. Here's some S&H green stamps.
I'm barely good for one play anymore.
Here, Here's some 2-cent stamps. Those would be almost collectible. Oh, everybody's going to get one of these here. These are old-timey stickers. Let's make sure everybody gets one or two or so here. These are old Christmas stickers. I might keep a sheet of these for myself to go in my journal. I'm going to keep a sheet of those. Sorry, I'm keeping them. So there we go.
Susan Gerald says, wow, they were having fun in that bra. Wish I had one.
Oh, it's a hair net. It's a hair net. It's still in there. Isn't that fun? These are some 5-cent stamps. Elizabeth Arden's Beauty Basket. Ooh, another bra.
Does it say who the retailer is?
Curvalure. It's an influential bra. If you care how you feel. Jansen. This will build you up to glamour, man. That one will build you up to glamour. No Moth by Reefer Galler. That sounds like something you'd smoke. Hi, friends. This is Red Barber telling you about new Superior no-knocks at Gulf. Ivy's. Let's get another one here. All right, let's do this one first. Here's another bedding ad. Aren't those bedspreads just luscious? And then Scott found the little boy underwear ad. It's Jockey Jr.
From Ivy's. I think that was Marietta's favorite store, Ivy's. And I think her second favorite was Myers Arnold. And I think her third was Belk.
Okay, you guys, these are 3-cent postcards. Each one will get one of those. Where did I put that other little book? I put this little book in here. Let's put this little book in another one. This one's Cortland's 1960 Fishing and Forecaster book. And it shows you how to tie the knots. Isn't that cool? And it's got some old images in it. That one will be fun. So I'll put that little book. Is there another little book we can put in one? In the last one? Look through here and see what we've got. If we don't, we don't. Oh, here's something. The Ladies' Birthday Almanac. Black Draught for the family. Cardew for women. 1964. This is as old as I am. So I'm going to put that one in this one. And this has this little book. And this one has this little book. So what's this one? Oh, it's a Roman meal ad. Oh, it's got the diet plan for Roman meal in it.
You lose weight eating bread.
God. Don't you wish we could eat bread and really lose weight?
Oh, that's cool.
Ruby Falls. Lookout Mount Caves and Lookout Mountain in Chattanooga, Tennessee. And it opens up and it's got all those images in it. So, of course, this probably looks totally different than this now, but aren't those gorgeous?
Does it show Lookout Mountain? With
the steep grade of the Incline Railroad, Garrity's Alabama Battery.
People on the rock.
I don't know. Let's look on the other side. Oh, that's pretty. Waterfalls. No, it doesn't.
No.
No. Oh, that's pretty cool. But Scott is offering these up to you guys. How much is enough? Apparently he didn't get enough. Obviously, this man has too much sunburn. But what about life insurance for his family? The common question asked in insurance interviews is, how much life insurance do you have? How much is enough? Isn't there a table that tells how much of income should be set aside for the life insurance? What's this one about?
The Statler Hilton.
The Statler Hilton in New York. Wonder how many of these places. This pile looks bigger than the rest of them.
Wonder how many are not even anymore.
I don't know. There's another Statler's. They love to get the postcards. Here's the Downtowner Motor Inn.
There used to be a downtowner in Columbia.
In the heart of the city. Color television. Rooms, room phones, swimming pool, 24-hour restaurants adjacent. Area code 803. That's in Florence. The downtown motor.
That was when the whole state had one area code.
Yeah. And this one is Silver Spur Motel, U.S. Highway 67 East, Greenville, Texas.
Aren't these fun?
Scott, this is wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Plaza Motor Court, 22 modern rooms, combination tub and shower. And this is in, I can't tell where this is. Roanoke, Virginia. Telephone number for it was 2-3269. Magnolia Gardens is in Charleston. This envelope of postcards will all come to somebody. Gardens, but you know what? These all look like azaleas to me, not magnolias. But anyway, that's a little history on the Magnolia Gardens. I can't remember which pile I left off. So
that's quite a.
That's why I said I got to divide them up. Yeah. The Virginia Inn. This looks like I was gonna say it looks like Mount Vernon. There's Mount Vernon. This is Washington, D.C. vintage postcard from the National Gallery of Art. There's an interesting picture of a dining room. Main building contains the office, the lobby, and air-conditioned dining room. Wagon wheel, 1.5 miles north. Garcia's is 500 yards south. I don't know what that means, but. Quality Court Magnolia Restaurant in Vicksburg, Mississippi. And this one is the Virginia Inn, which I think I had one in this pile already, a Virginia Inn. I don't know. But look at that inn. It's separate buildings. Isn't that cool? That's a pretty cool looking thing. Mm-hmm. Observation point from Lover's Leap in Rock City Gardens, Lookout Mountain. This is up at Lookout Mountain, honey. P.S. Highway 58 is the best road up Lookout Mountain to Rock City. We need to go up the Lookout Mountain. That's cool.
I have a really cool picture of one of my other uncles, my mother's brother, sitting on that big rock at Lookout, sitting up there. He was in his civilian conservation corps uniform during the Depression.
This is Gnomes Overpass in Chattanooga, Tennessee. And this is the Library of Congress. And there's some women in between some rocks. Fat Man Squeeze, Rock City Gardens, Lookout Mountain.
Fat Man Squeeze.
That's what it says on the back. It says Fat Man Squeeze. There you go. This is Sky Bridge, Rock City Gardens, atop Lookout Mountain. That's the Capitol. That's actually, what do they call it? The Washington Monument. Oh, that fountain's gorgeous. Where's that? Union Station. That's pretty. It says covering 25 acres of ground. This tremendous station was completed in 1908, which was the year my grandmother was born, to accommodate the millions of travelers to and from the nation's capital. So that's up in D.C. area too. There's another of the Capitol. Oh, now here's some fun things. Werther's Chocolates ads.
Where's that Whitman's?
Whitman's. What did I say?
Werther's.
Werther's? Whitman's. For these occasions in 1958, you should buy them for New Year's, Lincoln's birthday, Valentine's Day, Washington, St. Patrick's Day, East. In other words, you should be buying Whitman's chocolates for every occasion. And there's one from 1959. So this is 1958. This is 1959. 3 miles south of Danville, Virginia on US 29, Garden Grove Motor Court, Virginia's finest. It's probably turned into a house or bulldozed now. There's another pamphlet on Mount Vernon.
There's a bunch of these.
This is the strip maps of motor court guide places of interest in Washington, D.C. It'd be interesting to see if any of these things are still there.
Wow.
What is that? Another one for strips?
Mm-hmm.
Same one? All right. Well, we'll put that over here. All right. Come to the beautiful Shenandoah Valley of Virginia. Been through there. That's pretty. These would just be fun for anybody to use.
There's another Washington, D.C. thing. I don't think the middleman got one of those.
Well, we can put it there. It just gets me all confused. It doesn't matter. Charleston's Gardens, Cypress, Magnolia, and Middleton. And don't even say it.
What?
Oh, look. Here, there's two of these. King's House. Flagstaff, Arizona. Oh, and there's a couple of these. Star of Arkansas. The Crater of Diamonds. Let's open this one up. See the Crater of Diamonds. The Crater of Diamonds for finders keepers. Mr. Ken Gibbons of St. Louis, Missouri, still retains his championship of Finders Keepers Club, whose record now shows 30 diamonds found in 25 Crater of Diamonds. The Eisenhower diamond found by Mrs. McRae is of Irving, Texas. The thing's almost an inch long. Look at them all in there digging for diamonds in the crater. That's cool.
My mother would have gone to that.
Yep. Here's the map of Arkansas. Markansas? It's a Markansas map. So that's pretty cool. Oh, my back. Look at that illustration. What is this for? Let's see. What do y'all think it's for? Let's see.
Safety.
George Harris arose as usual one summer morning, turned off his wake-up radio, put the dog out, and went into the bathroom to brush his teeth. He moistened the brush, put toothpaste on it, and bent over the basin slightly to start brushing. At this point, his wife heard a weird noise, half moan, half shriek. Seconds later, George appeared at the bedroom door. He was listening crazily and clutching at the door frame for support. "My back," he groaned. "I can hardly stand up." George, who fortunately got himself straightened out in a week or so, was thus initiated into America's Aching Back Club, an organization with millions of reluctant members. George qualified for membership merely by bending over to brush his teeth. Thousands of others have hurt their backs by lifting a small child, trying to open a window, weeding the garden, picking up an unaccustomed burden, and merely sleeping in a soft bed. An unaccustomed burden is a chair.
It doesn't say anything about moving heavy machinery or sanding stuff or anything like that.
There's no waiting list. There's no waiting list for membership in this club. It takes no longer to qualify than it does to bend over and tie your shoe. Immediate. The people who join are no different from you or me. In other words, it could happen to you, and very easily. If you'd like to avoid it, it would be a good idea to give a little time and thought to the matter right now. Backache of one sort or another makes life miserable for millions of otherwise healthy people. Perhaps your back has never given you a moment's trouble. That's wonderful. And it doesn't mean you're immune to future difficulties. The backbone is getting older. that the little discs of gristle which separate your vertebrae are gradually becoming stiffer and drier. Aren't we lucky? Anyway, the muscles which help support your backbone are getting older, possibly flabbier. If you occasionally try to use your back the way you did when you were supple, athletic youngster, you're asking for trouble. What's more, you'll eventually get it. Well, I'm going to leave the rest of the story for whoever wins this. God, they go with the pains of poor posture. That's what goes back to my grandmother. Stand up straight. Stand up straight.
Nonsense. I can still move thousands of pounds of tools and machinery.
Sit in a good chair. Think fall. Sleep on a firm bed. They want us to put plywood in our bed, babe. Our bed's pretty stiff as it is. And in other words, they don't want you to strain your back, Hans. All right. Oh, good. They must have been into their health as well because things are going crazy here. Okay, this pile's getting weirder by the minute.
She had that fat jiggling machine.
Well, that's true. She did have the thing. You put the belt around your back and it shakes too much. And Holly says, blah, blah, blah. How much? Oh. Okay, here we go.
We'll refund your money on this venture.
More protection against serious is underlined. Sickness and injury. Kathy's got to be getting a hoot out of this because she used to be a nurse. The extraordinary medical expense plan.
This is what you wind up writing when you have a degree in occupational health and safety.
All about your health plans from 1961. That probably came from the phone company.
Probably did.
Okay, here, this pile is going to get the Phillips 66 fishing guide. And that's the end of the piles, you guys. So we got 3 piles.
Because petroleum products and fishing go hand in hand.
So number 1 will be the one with the medical more protection plan. Number 2 will be the one that's got the Phillips 66. And number 3 will be the Oh My Back pad. So we'll do the, I'm going to get Scott to just write 3 random numbers between 1 and 100. Don't say them out loud. Just write them down. And he's going to be our random number generator. So if you guys want to, Janet, say start, and we'll just, each package will, each pile will get the numbers in the order Scott put numbers down, and then I will find the winners. So I'm not even going to look at his numbers until we're got everybody putting in their numbers. So it's any number between 1 and 100, and you don't worry about duplicates or anything because I'll just take whoever.
How close can they get?
They can't go over. It has to be as close or on without going over.
Oh. Well, it's your game.
So, Fran, if you want to play and gift it to somebody else that's already here, you can do that. Artful Esther, I didn't see you here. Hi, Cherry. And then only one entry per person, and I think Janet probably said it, and then Janet's put in the stop. So the first number for number 1, Scott has 69. So who's closest without going over of 69? Let's see if I can get this thing to scroll up here. Paint Girly has 54. Holly had 64. Kendra has 66. I think it's Kendra. Kendra, you get the one with the health plan. All right. So the next number Scott wrote down is 3. Did anybody get 3 or under? Nope, nobody got 3 or under. So what we'll do is we'll do a second try at that one in a minute. Let's finish this out. And then this one, Scott wrote 91. This is to 91. Is it Fran? And Fran, if you want to let me know who you'd want it to go to, that'd be great. Because I think it's Fran. So Fran got that one. She says give it to Janet. So Janet, you're going to get the Oh My Back. So you'll get to know the rest of the story of Oh My Back. So I'm going to put another number in there.
So we got to come up with another number.
Yeah, and go ahead and do the go again, and we'll do it for this one that's got the fishing guide on it, because nobody got 3 or under. And Scott's going to write down another number. This won't take but a second.
Oh.
All right. Janet's put the go in. While you guys are putting in numbers, I'm going to grab some bags. Or, not bags, what do we call them? Envelopes.
Oh, yes.
Spending all our night playing games, not doing any art. That's all right. I think we're all having fun anyway. Is this 3? 1, 2, 3.
It has been cold and rainy here.
Yes, it has. This will be Janet's envelope. You're doing art, Fran. Fran's doing art without us. All right, that's about as many as played last time. So I get all of those in there. Yeah, Teresa, they said it was not supposed to rain here until tomorrow, and it's been raining down here all day. You're too full to do art? Oh, goodness. All right, Janet's put a stop in. And I took the, I can't hold on to anything. Maybe that's a good thing. We're playing games. So Scott wrote 32. So who's going to be our winner? Is that, let's see. 32. Holly has 27. Is it Holly? Holly with 27? I think it's Holly. If I'm wrong, somebody correct me. Yep, Holly. Okay, so I'm going to slide these in here. And I'll even stick, this was in here. It's just an old envelope. I'll stick it in one of them. Which one needs to be poked?
That'd be a
This
good
one?
challenge. Do something with that whole envelope.
It's got Scott's name on it. Scott. It says New York Yankees on the front of it. It's going in Janet's envelope because it was the one that didn't look as full as the other two. So I had Holly, Janet, and Kendra.
That feline unit over there is taking notice of all of the movement.
Yeah.
She might wind up on your table.
I'm going to move this so y'all don't see what I'm doing.
Becky's sneaky.
Becky's sneaky.
My dad said I was sneaky.
So we did that. Congrats to everybody. Put those there. I'll get them ready to go in the mail. And thank you, Scott, for offering up the goodies. I think the ladies liked that.
I'm just thrilled that there were enough people interested in that play along.
So do you guys want to do something else? In my Facebook feed, you know how they offer up the stuff, from the past? They offered up the cards I made, and then I did the black lines on, so it looked kind of like stained glass. I've been on almost 2 hours. I don't know if I can do another hour. Maybe we'll save that for next week, but I'm thinking do a background and then we'll cut it up and we'll do the black lines, or do the black lines before we cut it up, and we'll make some cards or postcards together. I don't know. Are you up for a quick game? We'll maybe do a quick one, and I'll just do it on this random piece of whatever this is. I don't even know what kind of paper this is. It's cardstock or something. There we go. Oh, I know. Yeah, I am. Keeping up with Greg's schedule, and it's going to be good when Scott's back working and they're both on the same schedule, so my schedule stays the same. They're all saying thank you, Scott. All right, Fran, you sleep well. Thanks for hanging with us. Teresa, we've had Spectrum in the neighborhood all day, so I'm really, really surprised that I have stayed good this long. I'm going to lower you guys back down. Ooh, that's shaky. Ooh, big hand. So let's do a dirty dozen and try to keep it flat. And what I'll do is I'll write the prompts on my brown paper. And do we want to use a card deck? Can I find a dark card deck? Here we go. I've got the dirty dozen prompts. So we'll do these real quick. These are the ones we made together last year or the year before. I guess I should have dated the bottom of the box because I don't remember when we did this. So let's shuffle them. We're going to shuffle these. Shuffle these up. And these were made from Dirty Dozen papers. Oh, happy birthday, Fran. Shuffle them cards. Yep, I'm going to shuffle them. And we'll do 12 prompts. And I'm going to write them on this brown paper. So I got my deck of cards right here. And I'm just going to write them on here. And then I'll put them in the description box afterwards. So number 1, add spirals. Add spirals is the first one. So any way you want to add spirals, that's the prompt. Add spirals. I'm just going to do it with Sharpie marker in, let's think spring. I'm going to use this blue and do spirals. You can tell this is the older ones. The tips are all messed up on them. Scott wanted to go. Another place we went today was to Harbor Freight to get some kind of holders that he wanted to pick up. And so we took Bernadette with us. And what was really funny is the dog huffs. I don't know about you guys, but that dog, if your dogs don't huff, you're lucky. When she gets put out with us, she huffs like that. Well, I think she thought we were taking her to Greenville because we got in the truck and we started out and then we stopped to get gas and then we stopped at Harbor Freight and I just stayed in the truck with her so I could open the window or turn the truck back on if it was too cold or whatever. And she started that huffing. And I said, Daddy's not done in the store yet. And then he came out and she got all happy and she was wiggling. And then we got back on the highway and then we stopped again at the grocery store. And this time I went in with Scott. And when we came back out, she huffed at us. She really wanted to go to Greenville. Poor little thing. She takes the best naps in the truck, I think. Because usually if we get out on the highway within like 10 minutes, she's sound asleep snoring in the back. So I felt kind of bad for her. I think that's all I'm going to do for Spirals. She's rotten. She's so spoiled as an old lady. She's our old lady doggy. I bring her in so she can have her nap. She eats lunch, just has a nap. All right. Next prompt is yellow. Yellow. I think I'm just going to scrape yellow on because I found my scrapers. Scott was asking if he could use one of my scrapers and I couldn't find them for nothing. And then come to find out they were in a box in the back room in our bedroom. I've got to get the boxes as soon as as soon as Scott gets the garage fixed, he's going to start working on the house again. So I've been going out and helping him in the garage. Man, this is really stuck. Trying to get the garage in order so he can work and not have to move stuff to do stuff. He can just go. And I'm just going to squirt some yellow. But I need to get the rest of my boxes out of our bedroom. So when he's ready to go, he can get into the bedroom and actually do something with it. I might get a different yellow and add 2 yellows. It just says yellow. It doesn't say I have to do all one yellow, does it? Besides, that'll add more interest if there's a different yellow on there. I don't know how much different that is. They look the same. I think they're different. No, that one's a lighter yellow. I love how the paper changes texture when you are adding the different things to it. It almost becomes leather-like. I really need to take some time and clean these paint bottles. And I don't know if Mary's still in here or not, but I've been making samples for the next top so I can have a nice display of what I'm going to show how to make. And then what I might do the following week is give some of the items away. So make sure you see the next hop. It's the 8th, is it not? That's our next time for art hop. I think is the 8th, if I remember right. Correct me if I'm wrong, Mary. Or Janet. Janet keeps pretty good track of us. What you need, girlfriend? Isn't Dad available to help you? Nope, no printer required. Not for my next project. No printer required. Honey, do you need to go out? She doesn't like the indoor litter boxes. Come here. Callie, come on, quickly. I thought we were past this herding of cats during my lives. Come on. Poor Howard. All right, number 3. Mary says she's here. It's the 8th. Okay, I'm gonna pick the next one. Oh gosh, orange. This is starting to take on more of a autumnal orange. I guess I'll stencil with some orange. Let's see here. What can I stencil? I'm going to use terracotta instead of true orange. Terracotta. It's an orange. It's just not orange. Let's see. What do we want to do here? I've got kind of a circle going on. So let's continue it and do some more spirals with this little thing. That's what we'll do. Yeah, I'm trying to think of a variety of different things that I could do. So the projects I come up with don't use the same thing, like printers and things like that. Try to mix it up a little bit. I hate that Saw Crafters isn't around anymore. I liked her stencils and stuff. I should have a wipe off paper here to pick up some of this stuff on the side. So tomorrow, for anybody that got here late, the New Year's hop is going to start 6:30 a.m. tomorrow morning, and I think it starts with Mary. I put the whole schedule. I don't know if it's the correct schedule that's on my community tab. I need to verify and update it. But Mary's streamathon, is it a streamathon? New York. Why am I thinking New York? New Year's streamathon is going to be tomorrow morning through the 1st, right? I think it's going to be a ton of fun, you guys. Let's put just a little bit right here. This sponge is so full. And Beth, man, she's got stuff planned out. She was listing everything she was going to do, and I'm like, Beth, I'm so tired just listening to everything you have planned. I wish I could be everywhere and do everything that everybody is doing. because I would love to be able to do that. But when I start trying to take on too much, I get overwhelmed so easily. And then I just shut down completely. Don't you wish you could just do all the things? I'm going to drop this in some water. I'll be right back. And I was going to say, I made bean soup, and Kathy was asking if I'd used the 15 bean soup stuff, and I hadn't. I had used whatever canned beans I had. So I did one can of black beans. I had one can of dark kidney beans and one can of pinto beans. Or was it light red? It was light red kidney beans. And then a can of pinto beans. And I just drained and rinsed them. And then in a pan in some olive oil, I had cooked some onion, celery, and carrot. And I cooked it a while to tenderize the vegetables. They said in that recipe I looked up to just put it all in a pot and let it cook. But I said, no, I'm going to cook the carrots, onions, and celery in the oil a little bit, then add some chopped up ham off our ham, and then it had some water, a bay leaf, and some salt and pepper, and that was it. So yeah, and then today Scott and I had the last of it because I only made a small batch. We had the last 2 bowls for our lunch. Well, then Greg waits till like 3:15. He has to leave the house no later than 3:30, 3:35 to get to work on time. And he's in the kitchen and he's getting stuff out. And I'm like, what are you going to get? He said, some of that soup. And I said, well, your dad and I had that for lunch. And he was like, oh. I said, there's other stuff in there. He's, no, I'll just go buy something. His heart was set on that soup. Okay. I gabbered, so this might be dry enough to do this. Prompt 4 is ink. It can be ink pad. It can be ink from a pen. It's up to you. It just says ink. I think I'm going to stamp some things, and I found my all over stamps. So let's see. Let's play with some of these. See, I found my all over stamps. Let's see here. Whoops. And jumped up. I really like the leaves and I like the flowers. But then this is cool. And then if you want to keep the spirals going, this one here, this stamp makes the best layered card ever. And then I've got this one. And then this weird one here. This kind of matches what I've got going on there. I might use that one just to change it up. You like the open prompts? I do too. Then you can choose what you want to do. It's not, you're not set to, you have to stencil with orange or any of that. Let's see, something that's not going to move. I really like the Colorbach pigments, but they seem to move if you hit them with something else. Let's see. You know what? I think I'm going to use this light green if it'll work. Some of these ink pads, they are on the, they've almost gone bad stage. So, premium dye ink pad. I don't know how stable this is or even if it's still good. I guess this is a good time to tell. It feels like it's kind of sticky. Let's see. Whoops. It might actually work. Let's see. Oh, I didn't put a piece of foam under there. It looks okay. It adds to the background. I'm going to go for it. These ink pads aren't very wide, so your finger ends up getting in it. I might actually stamp it with a couple colors. I found my foam too, but I don't know what I did with it. I put it up again. Good. That almost looks like it still has some on it. I think I will get another stamp pad out. See, it stays kind of wet. What if, instead of that, if I run around here, I'm just going to put some gold embossing on the green. And now I need a piece of paper underneath it to pick all that up. Beck. I'll just grab this. I was looking up colors that would really work best on me, and this was the colors the website said. So I might sew myself some clothes in those colors. And that's the thing about the color box. It does stay wet for a while. So embossing powders will work on it. You do not have to use an embossing glue. You can use just inks. All right. I'm going to need to get my heat gun. I might have to go to the other side of the table, though, because that's where my plugs are available. I don't have another extension on this side of the room that I can easily get to. So I will go and melt this embossing powder, and then we'll come back and do the next one. I might shake this in the trash can a little bit. All right. I don't think I have a plug available on this wall. No, I don't. Please hold. I will get some more power to the other side or something. This is not going to work not to have my heat gun near me. Had more embossing powder on here than I thought I did. Bear with me. I'll be right back with you guys. Sorry. I guess I should have said heat power. I think that's got it all melted. Looks pretty. The camera probably won't like it, but see? Woo! It's gold, Mary. It's gold. That gold, this is Recollections. They're tinsel embossing powder. I thought it said the color on here somewhere. It's the SKU for it is 361611. That's the number they would look up in the handhelds to see if they still carry it. I'm wondering about right here if I got it good enough. It looks melted. We're going to go with it and pull the next one. Thank you, guys. Oh, a fish sandwich. I've been wanting to find a really good one. The fast food places are horrible here now. Yeah, I think that's good enough. All right, prompt 5. We don't hurry up. We're going to be here all night. It's already after 10 o'clock. Ooh, gelatos. Does anybody want alternate for gelatos, or go ahead and use gelatos? The reason I said that is I'm not real sure if I know where they are. I guess we could just say gelatos or whatever you can find. I just don't know. I'm not real sure. Let me look. I might be fitting. No, I don't know that I am. Maybe they're over here. Anytime anybody wants an alternate, let me know and I'll pull another card for you. I think I've got gelatos here. Teresa would like an alternate. Okay. Alternate is add circles. Add circles for your alternate. Let's see what I've got in here. I love these things, the Neo 2 color 2s, but I've got gelatos, so I'm going to use gelatos. These are fun too, and I got these at Tuesday morning. Now, I found out the Tuesday morning down here has closed, so I won't be able to go to Tuesday morning anymore. I think I'm going to use this pretty blue. I think it'll be pretty with the greens and the gold and stuff I've already got. I think I'm just going to put little spots of it here and there and then rub it. If it'll stay. Oh, it stays on the gold. Tis but a layer. It may stay and it may not. It may do something weird. As gelatos sometimes do, weird things. And remember, I'm going to chop this up. So this does not have to go everywhere. It just has to be a little bit. You only need to note that you used it. It doesn't have to be. I'm not even sure how big this piece of paper is. I'll do some the opposite direction too. You know, you don't know what's going to come next that will make this stuff move. All right. So I can put this stuff back in here. Now I've got yuck on me finger. but it's blue. On the screen, it's white. I keep telling myself I started later, but I've still been on for a while. Let's clean this up. Maybe scrub it on the stamp scrubber too. Forgot I had that there. All right, are we ready for the next one? I'm trying to clean as I go. Peanut butter blossoms. That sounds good. All right, prompt 6. Add a border. Now, I'm going to hold that until I make my cards. Add a border. And I'm going to write hold till cards. So I can put a border around my cards. That's how I'm going to handle that one. So I'm going to go ahead and pick 7. Does anybody want to go ahead and do borders now, or are you going to hold them? Because I can just like hold and wait for y'all to catch up. Teresa's holding, Mary's holding. Okay, I'll go ahead and pick 7. Add a napkin. Now, Becky, where are your napkins? I have napkins in 2 places. I'll go to the one that's closest to me and see what I've got. Does anybody need an alternate for add napkin? Are you okay with add napkin? I'll check again when I come back in. Let me go grab a napkin. Oh, Howard, I'm sorry, honey. I'm coming. I have some back in the bedroom, and then I have this tub full of napkins here. So, oh, I found the perfect one. No, maybe not. Let's not do that one. I think I'm going to do this one because it's got butterflies on it. Now I've got more stuff in here in my way. Next problem is, do I have a glue brush anymore? This is 4 napkins here. There's not too much left. Trying to use what I have and use it up. Oh, that's creepy. Hopefully there's enough there to glue this down. Let me look to see what I've got as far as yeah, let's use this one. And then I need these to take out because I need water. All right. Oh, you know what? Look, it's one of those napkins where it's only in the middle. That's a bummer. I don't know how I happened to do this, but all I got over here is kids' scissors. I'm Not real sure how that happened. I'm going to put the part that doesn't have butterflies back in my napkin thing because I can stamp some stuff and I can use these borders on something else. Because all I want is the part that's got the butterflies on it right now. And these borders things will come in handy later. Okay. I'm having trouble getting the napkin apart. I have these grand schemes that I'm going to go through my napkins. I'm going to separate them all so that when I'm participating or doing a dirty dozen, they'll all be ready and I won't have to wait. All right, I'm just going to kind of rip this and see if that'll help me. So far, it's not helping much. Oh. Mary rolls it up and they come apart so much easier for her. I should do that. I should roll them up. And I don't want that little white bit there. I'll glue that one there. It glues down better if you have a little bit of a rough edge, I've noticed. I'll do Mary's trick and fold this and tear it across all of the layers. And then when you open it up, you got what you want. I'm starting to get tired. My hands are doing things on their own. All right. My mom had carpal tunnel surgery done on both hands, not at the same time, within a couple weeks of each other. And she said the numbness is gone now. Which is good. But they think her spinal stenosis is getting worse. She's having some other issues with numbness, and they think the spinal stenosis has moved farther down her back and into her legs. So she's a lot younger than my mother-in-law. My mother-in-law gets along around pretty darn good for a 93-year-old woman. Did I not take the back off? Is the back not? There we go. I'm hoping to get 6 cards out of here. So maybe if I put this one here and this one here, and it doesn't matter if they overlap a little. I just want to make sure I end up with a butterfly on each card. I might not end up putting the lines on them with the pen after all, because I'm kind of liking these, you know, just as they are. I saw some, I'm really tempted to go back and get them. At World Market, they have these napkins, and they're like parakeets and different birds, and they have like vegetables growing out their heads. They look really cool. I know. I'm a weirdo. Oh, wow. That sounds like a napkin nightmare. This brush is kind of weird, so I don't know how it's going to be. I've never used one like this. Actually, it's going down pretty good here. And this is the Americana Decoupage or Page, however you want to say it, that's made for napkins. And it's some marvelous stuff. I like it. If I had another one of those napkins, I'd put more of the butterflies on here. But this was the only one like that in there that I could see easily. And it's getting late. I think Scott's already given up on me. There we go. Put that in the water for now. That's going to be pretty, isn't it? Yeah, it's this stuff. It's made just for napkins. Now they have one for fabric and and then there was another one. I don't remember what it was. Just regular, I guess. I don't have a way to dry this, so I'm hoping the next prompt is something that doesn't have to be wet. Well, I could dry it. I just don't want to be away. She looks like she's tried everything to get those stupid napkins apart. I wonder what they put on them to glue the layers together. Are we about ready for 8? I'm not going to do anything with the edges until they're dry, and then I'll cut them off. All right, I'm going to pull number 8. So get a pen and write it down. Add flowers. Add flowers. I'm going to see if I've got another napkin that'll kind of go with them that's flowery. Just get them stuff down now. Flowers. Let's see. Some flowers. I will get you a part eventually. Now, if you're lucky, Mary needs an alternate, please. Okay. Mary, your alternate is add lines. Alt, add lines. So there's an alternate available if you change your mind, Mary. This actually has some butterflies on it too. So I'm just gonna add these in. So let me get my, oh, that's my tea. Don't pour your tea on it, Beck. Get my napkin stuff out. There's not much left in here. I'm really digging the bottom of the barrel. Trying to get a bunch of this water out of here where I stuck this in water. It's down. I'll decide where I'm going to stick that paintbrush yet. That yellow flower just disappeared, didn't it? It's like, bam, it's gone. Can y'all even see the yellow flower anymore? It's just gone. Lesson learned. Don't use the yellow flowers on a yellow background. No point in wasting that. I can use that on another one. Not glue it to the table. All right. Oh. Well, fiddlesticks. Well, I've missed doing Dirty Dozens, so I'm glad we're doing one tonight. But I know it's getting late, so if anybody needs to go on to bed, I'm understand. Oh, Janice here. Hi, Janice. Didn't see you sneak in. I'm just going to put this. I know that yellow flower is there, but I just cannot see it. So I'm just going to put another one in the same spot. That just completely went into the vapors. I'm not going to worry about that wrinkle in that napkin at all. Just going to leave it to go. I know it looks like I'm wiping out my gold embossing, but it'll peek through. I think I might leave it at that. Maybe one more right there. Little something. Little bit of color. All right. I need to get this up because this is not a cutting mat. This is our craft mat. It's a just brown paper, and this is going to stick. I'm going to put the rest of this back in the box. All right. Mary and everybody doing okay? After this, you're going to bed? Okay, Cheryl. Me too. I'm almost done. So I'm going to do number 9. This is really wet. Let me go dry it a little bit. Okay? I'll dry it for you guys. So we can get going here. It's not completely dry, but it's dry enough that we can go on here, I think. All right, so number 9. Number 9 says, I don't know because I can't get a hold of the card. There we go. Blue. 9 blue. I might stamp with that stamp that looks like writing with a blue ink pad. This thing here. This really needs to be really dry to do that though. Let me dry this some more. Blue. B-L-U-E. Not glue. Blue. Blue, blue, blue. Or, you know what I could do instead of stamping? I could stencil with blue and use that, if I can find it, stencil that's about art. It's words. Let's see. I think it's this one. I also like that one that looks like linen. Let's see. Or I could use one of these doilies stencils. They're always pretty. There's the one I was thinking. I just have to be careful to use a very tiny amount so I'm not globbing through the stencil like I usually do. So let's see. I'm going to do pale blue. Like the blue that's already on the page, and I'm not going to do this after all. I'm going to do this one. Maybe I'll just do it. Put some paint down, Becky, and don't worry about it. With these word stencils, it really is less is more. Let's do. So it just barely looks like it's. Doesn't have to be legible. It just has to look like there's a hint of something there. All right, we'll call that good enough. See, I just want just a little a touch to say that I did blue. Oh, Teresa, that is so sad. Teresa's point is sad. All right. I'm going to dry this a little and then I'll give you prompt 10. Ooh, got on the board. I need to make myself a please stand by sign for every time I have to step away. Please stand by. She's gone to dry something. Oh, Janet, I'm so glad. Oh, Lord. Y'all be nice to Janet. How'd we get on Blueberry Hill? As long as nobody's going around with blue suede shoes. Oh, because of you typing in glue instead of blue. What's that song my grandmother did? Am I blue? Yes, I'm blue over you. My grandmother despised Sinatra. She called him Snot Rag. I don't know why. I really don't know why she did not like Sinatra at all. Oh gosh, now Scott's singing Blue Suede Shoes in the background. Well, that was not supposed to curl around and glue to the back side of the page either. I'm just cutting the tails off of these papers. I wonder how big this piece of paper is. I just grabbed a piece of paper that was on the table. Was it 3.5 by 5.5 is the smallest postcard you can do? Is that correct? I need to have that written down somewhere where I see it all the time until I remember it. Some things just don't stick in my brain. Come on, let go. Because I'm thinking I might turn these into postcards instead. Oh, gosh. Okay. All right. So we did blue. Bear in the big blue house. Bear in the big blue house. What about the big blue marble? Do y'all remember the big blue marble TV show? That's where I got my very first pen pal, was from the big blue marble. All right, you guys, I'm going to pick number 10. Scallops. Number 10 is scallops. So I most definitely have to find a scallop edge doily. Scallop potatoes. We're not going to put scallop potatoes on this project. I do have this pretty scalloped edge here. I'm thinking maybe just put some across. Oh, you know what I just realized? This has a centering ruler on it. Isn't that cool? This is a scallop too, but it's a little different. I like the idea of the doily though. Move along. Move along. Move along. She's not as bad as the other one. Put the baby to bed. Better not talk about him too much. He'll get up and think he needs to be fed again. I tried to put him to bed and he just got out. Yeah, I think I'm going to interpret that as a scalloped edged doily. And I like this one, and I don't think I've ever used it before. This was a pack of, I can't remember how many stencils you get, but you get a ton of doily looking stencils off Amazon. I'm wanting to say there was 10 stencils. Mina needs an alternate. Oh, wait a minute. That one's going to get buried because I saw it and it's not the one I meant. Oh, it's black. Do you want another one besides that one? Maybe another one. Alt is black. 3.5 by 5.5. Thank you, Teresa. That's what I thought. It was 3.5 by 5.5. Yeah, I could do that. I'm going to do this though. I still got a piece of. Because I think this would be pretty. And call that my scalloped. Ultimate prompt black. So I don't want to use pure white because that would be horrible. You got all the children back in, hey? Mm-hmm. Callie, honey, I'm not opening any more food. You guys have had plenty today. I'm going to use buttermilk.
They're in.
They're not going to behave. They're in.
We'll see if at 2:30 in the morning Howard's swinging from curtains.
Yes. Scott said that the light was changing in the bedroom. And he looked up and Howard was swinging from the curtains. Howard is our biggest cat, you guys. Ready? See what it looks like. I think I'll just put them here and there and just use that one little section around the whole thing. Maybe put this a little bit here. Oh. Scott, I think you're having more fun with that squeaky elephant than the cat is. Kathy says Howard's a party animal. Oh, that is one of the cats playing. I thought that was you playing with the elephant. And it's Callie. She's found the new squeaky toy. Uh-oh, Howard's jealous. He says, how dare you get my new toy? Daddy gave that to me. I'm thinking night crazy hour is beginning. He heard that and he came around the corner like, hey, that's mine. I want to do something in the middle, but then I don't. So I'm going to leave it alone. Let's spread this stuff out on the brown paper here. Yeah, be careful. I almost fell on the cords back there. Scott's playing with the elephant now. Kelly's like, give it back, jerk. You're not a cat.
Chippy thinks I'm a cat.
I know, Chippy thinks we're cats. See, aren't these the prettiest stencils? They weren't much. Hey, Howard. Run around there and get sister if she's got your toy. She's got your toy. You better put a lock on the liquor and the catnip cabinets. Uh-oh, hubby's TV signal got knocked out. These storms that been coming through here been kind of crazy. All right, I'm going to pick another one for number 11. Number 11 is, collage. I don't want to do collage. So I'm going to pull an alternate, and it says wild cards. Wild cards. I don't know why it's plural, but I think I might splatter for my wild card with one of the colors in the background. Maybe an orange. I'm going to do an orange of sorts to splatter. I'm going to use vivid orange just for some splatters. I got to go get some water. I don't have any in here that I can splatter. All right, let's see here. Oh, don't knock things over, big unit. You can't see the spots, but I can see them there. The big unit might take my light over. I need to get that thing out of that room. Howard, I know how much fun this is with my cables and everything. I think I'm going to throw you down the hallway here. Ooh, okay. All right, I'm going to leave that like that. Oh, hey, Lisa. I splattered some orange on it. Reminds you of your grandmother's apartment in the city. All right, I'm going to pull the last prompt. Mary's probably still working on 11. But I'm going to pull the last prompt just so I can wrap it up because I think Scott's ready to go to bed. It says add dots. I can add dots. I'm going to dry this and just add some dots with my one of my Posca pens. Let me dry this real quick. Come on, guys, leave the cords out of it. I know you're having fun, but you know what? You're going to take my camera light out after you did my tripod in. Why don't you guys take the toy and go in the other room? Okay. I can't hardly see the splatters. All right. So what color should I do my dots in? I've got black, white, and some colors. Should I use another color, or I've got, I think, a reddish one. I could do some little red dots. That could be pretty. Let's see. Well, it's not really red. It's a pinky red. Good night, Cheryl. Rest well. I'm glad your daughter's home. What had you said? Black? Yeah. See, this is kind of a, it's more pink. Black might show up better. It's been a while since I used these. Good night, Cheryl. Lisa, you missed the good giveaways. Is that Holly and Janet and Kendra all are going to get some vintage 1964 ephemera in 1950s. You have to watch the beginning. Scott had come across all this stuff at his uncle's estate. It was basically the place where we were staying. And he tried to sell it on eBay and it didn't sell. And he said, why don't you just give it away to the ladies? So that's what we did. All right, I'm gonna dry this. And then we'll figure out how many postcards I can get out of it. I'm going to go ahead and cut these into postcards. After I cut them into postcards, I'll do something with the back. I mean, you'll still see the yellow and stuff, but it'll be kind of decorated back there. But I still got to add my borders, and to do that, I need to cut it in apart. So this thing is how wide? Let's see. It's 8 3/4. Half of 8 3/4 is going to be 4 3/8. 4 3/8. Howard, honey. Baby, what do you have that you think is so much fun? Oh, it's a reliever. We're going to take that away. Sorry, but you're about to take my lamp out. Let me see, where's his elephant? You guys, you would think I have children, but they're cats. I don't know where his elephant went to. He's done something with it. Howard, there's a box of toys in the other room. You have to get release paper. Okay, I might nix the postcard idea. So if I do cut this at 4 3/8, 1, 2, 3, that should be half of my page, correct? And then if I cut it half this way, is this the same? No, this is going to be 4 1/4. These are going to make some cute little cards. So what I might do is send the winners of my packages each one of these little cards. Now, do you want me to make it into a card or just mat it and send it to you, and then you can save it or whatever, and I'll sign them and all that. That blade is kind of cheesy. Oh, good night, Linda. I'm not going to keep you guys much longer. I think what I'll do is I'll just add the borders and call it a night, and then I'll leave these to dry really good, and then tomorrow I will clear coat, assign them and clear coat them and turn them into cards or mount them or whatever. And I'll keep one for myself, and I'll put one in each of the packet. Actually, I've got 4 packages to go out because I gotta. So I'll send one to Candy too, because she won a embossing folder I gave away. So that gave me the perfect number of cards I need. And because they're going to go in packages, it won't matter that they're square. And I'll mount them and put them on a card that way. So I'm going to go ahead and put a border on these. And I'm just going to use my Posca pen. Good night, Lisa. Yeah, I'm going to head to bed here soon too. And this will be perfect. I have greeting cards to go in the packages. I can definitely tell when I hit the embossing powders. turn these so they're right side up toward you guys. And I think I have some little hellos that I could glue on the front of these. And I'm not trying to make these borders perfect. Since they're freehand, they're freehand. All right. So that's the cards we made together. And if you followed along tonight, I'd love to see pictures either in Phibbsville or in my group, if you're in my group. Yes, they would be pretty on a box, wouldn't they? And then we stamped out the kitties that Greg had given me for Christmas. And yeah, I think that's it. Any questions or anything tonight, you guys? I think I'm going to wrap it up. All right, everybody, let's go on and get some sleep so we can get up and watch the New Year's hop. I'm looking forward to it. I've got to get my laundry finished tomorrow because you should never do laundry. Actually, I should have had it finished today, but my mother-in-law's got this thing. Never do laundry on the first day of the year or you'll wash a friend away. That's what her old wives' tale is. So I need to finish the laundry up. So y'all have a good night. Thank you so much for hanging with me and Scott and acting goofy. Oh, and we put the trim on this box. That was the other thing we did. So anyhow, I'm going to let you guys go. Good night. Bye, guys. Where's my mouse? There it is. Bye.